Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Aaron Utley. I'm here live at Star City Games in Roanoke, Virginia for the 2016 X-Wing Regional, the first regional of the regional season. This is round 2. I'm just getting list information in. We're looking at Jason Swinson from Virginia Beach, Virginia, running robots, IG-88 B and C. Some familiar stuff. And we got Josh Wicker from Greenwood, South Carolina, running a Ghost attack shuttle and X-Wing with Biggs. And I'll be getting that in here while they set up, and we'll get back to you here in a minute.
X-Wing players, welcome to round 2. There's 75 minutes in this round. You may begin.
I've got the point values there for the IGs wrong. Just give me a sec, I'll fix it.
It's like, oops, Agent Callus. You guys, like, I was, and then I realized it's like, well, I might as well just, you know what I mean? It's money.
Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, welcome again to round 2. Just looking up some of these titles and things so I know what's going on. Give me a sec.
Last year it was seeing how to get it out of your system. I can't.
Not really going to be any way for me to tell who's drawn initiative. I missed the rock placement since we don't really have any pilot skill conflicts. So anyway, Jason's robots over there. He's got IG-88B that it's going to give you that quasi-gunner effect. And his IG-88C gives him a free of 8 action after he boosts. Both of his IGs, he's got heavy laser cannon, fire control systems, auto thrusters, crack shot, glitter stem. Josh on the other side is running a Ghost with the Ghost title. Zeb Crew, which does what? Dun, dun, dun. What happens when you haven't played a whole lot? And new stuff comes out. Okay, so the Zeb Crew, enemy ships inside your firing arc that are touching are not considered to be touching you when either you or they activate during the combat phase. So that means he's going to. Yep. Thank you, Greyfax. He's going to be able to shoot when he's touching. Of course, they will too. And we're moving. Looks like Josh has his attack shuttle dock, so he'll be firing out of the rear of that. And please bear with me. I'm a good distance from the table, so for the rest of the event until the cut, I'll be by myself. So I'll be looking to you guys in Twitch to help me out. Looks like the rest of you guys are getting switched back over here. 23 of you have made it back. Welcome. Pretty early Saturday morning to have you guys joining us. It looks like they've maneuvered and they're back to dials. Yep, you might notice a new play surface trotted out. The Steel Open mat lets people look at it, and several people asked me to go ahead and put it out to play on it on the feed, which I'm more than happy to do. The little squiggles there, that's the only one we've got, and if you've seen the Twitch Tuesday show we've been doing from my basement, those are the all the players we've had on. So we've got Ira and Pete and Paul and a bunch of the guys that have played in Twitch Tuesdays.
What is this?
So a real aggressive, fast move from Josh's Ghost there. Pulls a 4 straight. And he can't see him, the ginormous model, but I assume he went ahead and double focused there with Rexpec. There's Biggs trying to keep up with a 4 straight of his own. Biggs with integrated Astromech and R2D2. He's going to go ahead and focus. Looks like Jason anticipated that a little bit. He's going to make a nice conservative 1 straight. Looks like he's chosen to evade. And a 1 straight from his second IG. Looks like that's going to give him a range 3 shot for HLC, which is I'm sure what he was looking for. Looks like the sun has picked back up. See if I can adjust that a little bit. Okay, that should help her wash out a little bit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like that, I have to spend.
Looks like his IGs are making their HLC shots.
Oh, okay, so.
And he's shot at bigs, which he has to do. So he's only going to be able to, looks like he's going to have the next HLC shot into the ghost, bigs being out of range. His HLC shot, not really sure how that turned out. Looks like he looks like there's Jack going the other way from bigs. Now that should be Kanan. Josh was trying to tell me two went through there. Oh, telegraphing a little for me. I appreciate that. So there's Big's attack on. He's going to use his focus for 3 hits, or maybe even 2 hits and a crit. Looks like he rolls 2 evades. He's going to auto thrusters to make that a 3rd. Looks like one shield gets through. Guys, if the audio's cutting in and out, as long as it's not cutting in and out on me, I've got a noise gate set to carve out some of the background noise, and that's probably what you're hearing. But it shouldn't be cutting my voice out. But you should hear the background noise in the room pop in and out a little bit when someone says something loud. I can turn that off if you'd rather it be more atmospheric. Actually, the room is spread out a little bit, so maybe I'll go ahead and do that. There we go. So now you guys should hear all the background. The room is really spread out. Initially, all the players were on the first few tables here, so it was a little bit loud. But now you should be okay. And looks like Josh and Jason are into their dials. Looks like there's just about everybody back with us. If you missed the first game, we had a really interesting match. It was a really good hard counter against a Palp Aces list with a really interesting 10-num. Blue Squadron, TLT, BTL, Y-Wing list. I'd encourage you to go check that out. It was a really good game, really kind of unexpected. And a question from Twitch, Caleb Squared asks how many people. We have 45 players here in Roanoke today. Looking at 6 rounds of 75 minutes. Cut still to top 8. Okay, so we got to cut to 8. So we're going to have 6 rounds of Swiss and then 3 rounds of single elimination, and I'll be here for all of it. I hope you guys will stick with us. Luch22 on Twitch says, "Sup, Aaron." Sup. I assume I know who you are, but I can't tell from the from the Twitch name. Sorry. But yeah, with the audio, I prefer it to pick up the background noise too. It gives you more feel of being here, but it was just a little bit loud, so I turned on the noise gate, but now it's off. I think it sounds neater to pick up the background, like you're sitting in the store. Oh, okay. Hey, Des. A lot of thought from Jason. What's he going to do with his robots? As remember, Josh has the Phantom docked and can shoot from it. But he will be moving ahead of Josh, so we'll see what he does. I'd anticipate a right turn from Josh, but we'll see. Hey Ed, Ed Horn from Nova Squadron Radio has joined us on Twitch. We're into the second round. Thank you for joining us. Smooth jazz would be nice. I'd feel like I was in a doctor's office, so we're probably not going to do that. And I just really can't abide jazz. And there's the right turn, so it's a 2-turn. Be curious to see if he's going to try and block a potential sloop with Biggs here in a sec. If he can do that and still stay in range. I think a 3-bank will do that. Or a 2-bank. He has, looks like, moved to block the sloop with a 1-bank. I don't know if that keeps him in range or not. For those of you who are just seeing this overlay for the first time, got to do a little shout out to my boy Chris Knowles, who, as you know, does all my graphics work for the Steel Open. He came up with a nice new overlay to match the new map, so I think it looks great. And is he going to bump or nope? Slides in there clean. So he doesn't have that ghost in arc, but he does have Biggs. Got a comment on Twitch that Jim Nance should be doing the commentary. I'm not sure how to take that. Kidding, of course. Not entirely sure what he's pondering here with his second IG. Oh, I think he's still considering his action. Good. Good. You're not playing? Oh. And it looks like a 2-bank, which is going to bump, but they're, because of the Zeb crew, they're both still going to shoot at each other. Yeah, back that up. Back it up, I said. All right, so he backs that up. So my looks like Jason's deciding who to shoot bigs with first. He's gone ahead and decided on that lower IG. Looks like he's popped his glitter stem there. It's a sign of stress token. He's engaging bigs at range 1. And looks like 3 hits on Biggs. And Biggs is deciding whether he's going to spend that focus on his one eyeball he's rolled. Pondering, and he decides not to and takes them both. So 2 shields and 1 in the hull, which Josh is like a professional at telegraphing this. And here's a second IG shooting an HLC shot into Biggs. Could be curtains for Biggs. I don't know if he. There's this HLC. No, not. That I'm not sure I understand. Yeah. Comment from Twitch is that the clunky ghost model is so enormous you can't see the IG, and you can't. So we're going to have to pay attention here because I've lost track of what's going on a little bit. I'm not sure why I'm seeing 3 dice rolled instead of 4. I should have brought some soft guitar background for a little Masters effect. Maybe move really close to the mic and get real quiet. Alright, so Biggs is a couple target locks on him. There's the HLC shot I was looking for. Oh, I see what we had. We had a missed primary and a secondary. Got it. Confusion over. And there goes Mr. Biggs, who ate it big time, as we say. So let's see what Josh's ghost can do now. Tough roll. Looks like he only had. Yeah, it's cleanly evaded. Wasn't paying attention. Missed who was attacking there. Well, they're like pros. 1 damage gets through. I'm guessing on the IG that we can't see is there under the shadow of the enormous ghost miniature. I mean, is it a miniature at that point? Model? I mean, it's a miniature in that it's smaller than like a life-size thing, but it's pretty big. Some pondering and thinking as we consider our dials. Question from Twitch from Mr. Ed Horn is, how many jump masters do I see in the room? Surprisingly few. Lots and lots. Lots of Empire. Lots of Palpatine lists. Got a couple TIE swarms. FO swarms. I see a few jump master lists. Not that many though. Not as many as I expected. Looking at about 20 feet from me, I'm looking at Derek Tokaz and John Louie playing, and there's a Falcon, 3 jump masters, and an A-wing on the table. More pondering. Ponderonimo, Ponderoski, Ponderosa Ranch. I'm not sure what Paul is flying today. But I'll tell you, with that last game we had in round 1, with all of the Palpaces lists here, that 10-num crazy loaded down blue list has a chance to do pretty well today. All right, dials are down. Let's see what they got. What are you doing, Kanan? Move your robot. Move him. It's a 3-turn. Is he clear? I don't know. Very close. Look at this big honking thing. Yep, he's clear. Okay, no problem. Nice big sweeping 3-turn from Josh and his ghost. And looks like a 3 bank. And he rocks him. And we see from his reaction, not pleased with the outcome. And didn't see the roll due to the enormous shadow of the ghost miniature. Boy, they're right on top of telegraphing this. He did not take damage from the rock, but can't be thrilled that he's on it. And his second, probably just turn to the left. Nope. 3 straight, clears his stress. Thinking ahead. Question is, did Josh forget to use accuracy corrector on his last turn? I don't believe he did. He rolled a bunch of dice. I think he chose not to use it. Is the question? Is the answer to that question?
Well, that's the thing. It's like I thought you were going to go for the month, so
I'm not sure what the thought is here. Guess we're deciding on actions. Does he want to boost or what? What is he thinking there? he could boost and take the evade, I suppose. And he has opted to go ahead and do that. So he's going to boost, and I assume take his evade. There it is. Yeah, Megumby, I'm not sure. The question for Twitch is still about accuracy corrector. I'm not sure. That one went down pretty quick, and the glare off the dice makes it pretty tricky to read the die results from here. Fortunately, both of these guys are really good at telegraphing the results, so they're being real clear about damage they take. I'm not asking them to do that today because it's a regional. I don't necessarily know all these guys, so I don't want to interfere with the game at all. So they're kind of doing that of their own volition. It's very cool, much appreciated. See, I got to get Josh on here more often. Yay! That's great. So he did use accuracy corrector there. And now we're back to maneuvers. For those of you asking for background music, should we go with a little Masters theme?
X-Wing players, there are just under 45 minutes remaining in this round.
And you heard the call from Mr. Jason Brooks here. I'll run the Masters music while they're setting their maneuvers. Get a little thematic. Wonder what maneuvers he's considering. Okay, so Masters break over, but the guys are still thinking about their maneuvers. No Wampa add. Yeah, and unfortunately, you guys are a little bit of a... I'm hamstrung a little bit here because with Steel Open planning, I haven't really played very much. So a lot of these synergies we're seeing with this new Wave 8 stuff, I'm just scratching my head. I'm still trying to figure out what this setup on Josh's Ghost does for him. Based on the comments in... Okay, hang on. Let me... And our players are still pondering their maneuvers. We've got Josh's Ghost dialed down, and Jason's still considering what he's going to do with his IGs. See, that's why Twitch is so great. If I don't know what I'm doing and I don't have anybody help me out, you guys can just tell me. I don't know what they're talking about there. That looks like we've clouded up. So let me fix the brightness. Fix the video settings again for you. Hang on. The feature table's right next to a window, so the sun coming and going. It's actually snowing off and on like crazy here. Too much. There we go. Caleb Squared raises a question in Twitch. I was at store championship when my opponent revealed his dial. He said it moved on him and was not what he'd picked. I said sorry, but that's the move you have to do. Is that the spirit of fly casual? Was that the right thing to do? Well, before the guys in Twitch weigh in, I'll tell you, within the rules, you're fine. And to be completely honest, if I do something like that, especially in a store championship, and I'm not controlling my dials and taking care of what I need to do, I'm going to play what comes up. So, you could have let him do it, but I certainly wouldn't hold it against you not to. I think you're fine, bud. If he's got a loose, sloppy dial, then he should take care to be on top of it. If his dial's not really loose and spinny, well, what can you do? So a nice conservative 2 straight from Josh, and a 3 bank from Jason's first IG there. Not sure what he expected out of Josh. It looks like he's going to boost around. Looks like a little conversation between the players, and gonna have to see a turn here out of you. One turn. KLF, you made him keep the dial? You monster. How dare you? Now you're fine, bud. Looks like his 1 IG took his primary, I guess. I mean, isn't he in inside range 1? You monster. Okay, extra corrector. 3 hits. Wah wah. Man, oh man. Josh really laying the wood to those IGs with that accuracy corrector combo. Goodness. KLF, it's enough out of you. I said you're a monster. No more comments. It's not casual at all. Well, it looks like Josh has got Jason sort of over a barrel here. I'm really impressed with the effectiveness of that. I'm going to have to scroll up. Oh, I see. Thank you, Ed. So now I get it. So he's using Rexpect to drop the no dice and then accuracy corrector guarantee damage. Got it. I got it. So he's laying 3 pretty much guaranteed hits on him there. Nasty. And there's a... It's so bananas that ship in one turn, but okay, there it is. And we can only see half of the second IG again.
I can't go forward. You see what I'm saying? I can't do 4 long here because yeah, ring 1.
I don't think my chance
I can't. Well, actually, I could if it's advantageous, so I should go with this one.
I'm not crazy with what the image here. It's too dark or something. I will keep tinkering. I might get it right by the time the game's over. So it looks like there's a K-turn there. Now Josh is stressed, so he doesn't get to do... Alright, it's range 3. There goes... it looks like he's just going straight with the HLC shot. Yeah. Just 1 damage hits through. So it would appear that it's B that exploded. Look at that dice flying right through there. Appears to be hitting a crit. And he evades him cleanly. And we're back to dials. I didn't have the Masters theme music queued up that time, so I didn't get to... And they're... With just the 2 ships left, they're doing it pretty quick, so I don't get to play the silly music. But with Zeb on there, he's going to take his dual focus, and he's still going to shoot him up, even if he bumps. And he is going to bump. And then, of course, we won't see him under the shadow of the enormous model. It's ridiculous. It's like flying an umbrella around the mat. And there's the IG's primary. He's going to re-roll with his target lock. Looks like 2. Just 1. Okay. And here goes, and that's it. He doesn't have enough hull left to absorb the accuracy corrector Kanan Ghost Banananus. So that's going to be that. And Josh Wicker and his Ghost Biggs Ezrealist defeats Jason Swinson in round 2. So thank you guys for tuning in, and let me check time. Time remaining? Oh, there it is. So again, a pretty quick game. We got 32 minutes remaining in the round. So I'm looking at my watch. It's going to be just about noon Eastern time before we're going to be up and running, I guess, for round 3. So check back at about 5 till noon, and we'll see you back for round 3.